Dr. Barbara Warren, and I am a Clean Air Ambassador for Arizona. We are one of all 50 states that recently participated in a major earth justice lobbying effort in Washington, D.C. to advocate for your health. We are asking for the implementation by the Environmental Protection Agency of the updated National Ambient Air Quality Standards, and we want that done immediately. It will save tens of thousands of lives in America when it is enforced. Do you know where your electricity comes from? In Tucson, where I live, a lot of people don't really know if you ask them. Actually, the power grid draws electricity from a lot of places. But our own power plant is right here in the south side of our city, and it burns coal to produce electricity. In fact, more than 40% of the electricity in the United States comes from burning coal. Now, burning coal creates very harmful pollution in the form of ozone and particulate matter. The process of burning coal releases chemicals into the atmosphere that threaten not only the air Americans breathe, but the water we drink and the soil we live on and the food we eat. The EPA classifies many of these chemicals as hazardous air pollutants, or air toxics, a category that means they are known or reasonably expected to harm human health or the environment, or both. Hazardous air pollutants from coal-fired power plants include acid gases such as hydrogen chloride and hydrogen fluoride, benzene, toluene, and other compounds such as dioxins and formaldehyde, lead, arsenic, and other metals such as mercury. In fact, over 40% of mercury emissions in the United States come from coal burning. Coal waste also produces radioactive materials like radium and uranium. As a matter of fact, there are 84 different hazardous air and other pollutants in coal waste products. Moreover, 76% of U.S. acid gas emissions come from burning coal. Remember acid rain that damaged our trees and our plants severely? And then there's solid waste from burning coal. Coal ash, like the stuff that is sitting in a big pile in front of the Irvington Generating Station right here in Tucson, contains at least 16 very toxic heavy metals. These include arsenic, lead, mercury, chromium, cadmium, and so on and so forth. If these are not disposed of properly, these can contaminate our drinking water and blow around as what they call fugitive dust in our air. There are 1,000 poorly or unregulated, unlined, and unmonitored dump sites for coal waste in the United States, and 9 of the most toxic coal ash ponds are right here in Arizona. 140 million tons of coal ash are produced in the U.S. every year. So why should we care about these wastes? Well, we should care a lot. Air and coal waste toxics contribute to 4 of the 5 leading causes of death and disability in the United States. These include chronic lung disease and asthma, heart disease, neurological diseases, and cancer. According to the CDC, 1 American in every 12 now has asthma. Mercury, lead, and arsenic from the solid coal wastes put 300,000 children a year at risk for mental retardation and lowered IQ. These chemicals also cause asthma, birth defects, brain damage, cancer, and early death. If the EPA strengthens and enforces air quality and waste emissions from our coal-burning power plants, we could save up to 17,000 lives and $140 billion each year by avoiding excess healthcare costs. We currently allow 75 parts per billion of particulate matter, and we should lower it to a much better standard of 60 parts per billion. We currently have no regulations of many or most of our coal ash wastes, and they need strict controls. Let's also not forget that coal burning produces 1/3 of the greenhouse gases on our planet, and the reason we are so hot and dry and burning up in Arizona this summer is because greenhouse gases are causing an increase in these severe weather conditions. How about not burning coal anymore at all? Let's start getting really serious about putting our investments and financing into solar and wind generating of electric power for Arizona and across the nation. The technology is here and ready to go. Solar PVs have been powering my home for over 4 years now. Why should our kids and our most vulnerable adults not be able to go out to play or live their lives without risking their health or their ability to survive? Let's clean up our air, and let's do it for the kids and their future on this planet. Ask the EPA to get busy and enforce those better standards now, and ask our Congress to provide adequate funding to the Environmental Protection Agency so that it can do its job. Let's all get busy living in an environmentally sustainable way. I'm Barbara Warren, and that's my commentary.